Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me as we continue with our little Ostriv town with almost 500 people in it. And we see that Fedir Protsenko has a broken hand, so we'll have to do something with that. Luckily, we have a first barber surgeon, which should be making quite some good money. Maybe we should actually check our taxes on that and see if we tax the barber enough. I don't think so. Let's hold shift and increase the steps that we take. Let's tax him like crazy. Because, well, I want to see the money incoming. Now there's also, or there might also be quite a few wealthy people in town. So it's never bad to check the wealth tax. We can up that a bit. It's above 50. So everybody that has an income or a wealth above 50 will have to pay some tax over that. So, yeah, some of these will have to pay quite a bit, but that's okay. That should ensure a good income. And we have to think about what to do with our expansions. Well, we were expanding here, getting new fisheries, building bridges, which is good. We also have the row houses here, and we can already see that we have quite a few people looking for a job. That means that we need to provide jobs for these people. Now, we were starting right here already with some orchards, and I think we should soon continue with that. We're also building a wagon shed, which is good because then we can make these horses and put them to work, although we did not buy any female horses apparently. I guess we still have to do that, otherwise they can't reproduce, of course. So there's quite a few projects going on, but what I would like to do is expand the work opportunities in this area a bit, so that more and more people can actually go to work once they live in this part of town. And then we can start to expand this part of town with the row houses a bit too. So for instance, we could go for another orchard. Now there should be an option here. Always show the occupied spaces. And now we can see where the occupied spaces are if you hover over them. So they're not visible all the time, but as soon as we get close, we can see where the buildings are. And that is useful, of course, especially like if we want to build a fence somewhere, we can immediately see, there's the building, and then we can take a look at where to build fencing and things like that. So putting that on is good. It's not like you just see this all the time, because we don't. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. We need to rotate this first. But it does work in a way that you can more easily see where the other buildings are. Now I'm going to leave open spaces here, just to be sure that everybody can just walk around it. That's too long, so we have to make it a bit shorter. Yeah, this is about the size it should be. There we go. And here we'll have a third orchard. Well, that should give us quite a good amount of food. A messenger from Merefa. We can buy horses there. And I say, let's buy 2 female horses, so that at least we can get a few nice horses for breeding. Let's sell a bit of iron, because, well, we're buying those horses. Should be good to actually make sure that we still make some money. Now this is 160 and we're spending 120, so we make a tiny bit of money. A child has been born, but apparently somebody died too, because we're still at 499 people. There's still 2 vacancies here, so people are looking for a job every now and then. We could go over these. We can see that these are filled up, so that is good. We can see that this bridge is almost ready. That's an extra connection here. So the people from town here can just walk here and make sure that they can work here, which is very good. There the bridge is, that's nice. And now the next 2 fisheries will come in, then the wagon shed. So we can start to get some horse wagons going. So we are well on our way. If we take a look at the food that we have apples already. Just a few left, but there's a new harvest coming in soon. And they're probably going to spoil soon. We have buckwheat, 16,000. We have potatoes, 12,500. We have flour, 3,300, 3,400. So we have different types of food we can provide for our little town. It would just be nice to get a bit more every now and then, of course. Here we have our little clothing industry. Question is it enough? Shoes. We have 2,700 shoes. We have 1,400 pieces of clothing. And we have no warm clothing, apparently. So that could be another focus. Getting some warm clothing. Now, for warm clothing, we need wool. And in order to get some wool, we need to get sheep. Now, if you watched me play this map on the YouTube streams, you would have seen that we got sheep all here. So we're going to do it completely different now, of course. Because I think that's nice to have the different options and the different ideas. But the question then remains, of course, where? Well, since the clothing industry is here, we are going to need a fulling mill to make sure that all the wool that we get gets processed. And how nice would it be if we could get the fulling mill in this area too, so that we can just keep the clothing industry here. Because in the tailor's workshop, they will need to produce the warm clothing. So having that close by is very nice. We already have a tanner here. If we can get another tanner for the sheep hides, that would be very helpful. Now, of course, we also need a lot of sheep farms, but I guess there should be some space here to build a few sheep farms. So let's go with that. Ooh, there's a lot of uneven terrain here too. I usually don't really like that. Can't build on water. No, that's true. All right, here we can make another sheep farm. And then here we can make another sheep farm. Guess we can do with a lot of sheep. Then we need a warehouse to go along with it to store all the wool and sheep hides and things. And we need another tannery. And I guess with all of those, we are set for warm clothing production. Let's build another platform so it can get its water there. Oh, that should work out. And this should provide plenty of jobs in town. Messenger from Derkachi. We passed the 500 people mark, which is very nice. Let's sell some charcoal. Sell 500 pieces of clothing that we have. I guess that should be it for now. We don't need to buy iron because we produce it ourselves. We don't need to buy anything actually. So let's keep it up this way. This house is now filled up. So what we can do, let's see, we have one house in front of the church, then two houses and the corner house. Here we have two houses too. So let's build a corner house here now too, so that we can actually go around the corner. I guess we'll have to do it a bit like this. And what I've learned so far is if you hit the, if you place it as close to it as possible and then you hit the F1 button, we can perfectly align up the row houses. So now these are perfectly aligned and there should be as minimal space in between them as possible, which is very nice. So we'll hit the enter button and now we're going to build a row house here too. And I actually think we can speed that up a bit. Let's do that before we get to the all industry here. There will be quite the industry here, so it could also be interesting to build another bridge connection here then. Now all of a sudden I don't see the occupied workspace, but oh, there it is. All right, would be very nice, but it's too low. If we could get the bridge just like this, that would be interesting. Oh, apparently we can right now, because this would help workers to get straight to their jobs here. Perfect. Ooh, I like this bridge connection. I guess we should make sure that we have at least one sheep pen so that we can buy sheeps and put them in. But afterwards, we should build a bridge and then get the rest so that all the workers can go there. Those should be interesting additions to town. Now, the fisheries are ready, so I'm going to order some boats first. And then soon we'll put in a few workers too. We have to tell them to only produce dried fish, of course, because we don't want the normal fish because they spoil too fast. And if we put a worker in already then, or at least try to put a worker in, because they have to travel quite far still, then they can already start to collect the salt. which should then be working. Now the first boat is done, so that should be delivered. They both have workers now, so they should be getting the salt in. Let's do apply to all. So now these will be supplied also by laborers. And now we'll have to do a little bit of waiting to make sure that we get all the wood in here. I think if we put in 4,000, they can build 2 boats before they have to get wood again. That might be interesting. We'll just have to give that some time. We can see that the wagon shed is now ready. We can order the wagons already. Now there's no draft horses to build them, but we have a lot of male horses that we can use. So let's prepare draft horses. Basically, we only need 2 males and 2 females, I guess, to start reproducing. So we can just get 3 draft horses. Now the thing is, we need to get more stuff in here because we need to have like 4 horse tack, horseshoes and 2 tacks or something like that for 1 draft horse. So they need to bring in more horseshoe. Once they do, we can get the extra carts out. Yep, they're producing the first carts already. Oh, there's no food in here. My mistake. We need to rush to bring in all the food and stuff, otherwise the horses will just die. Yep, let's get some hay in. Apply. Let's tell them that anybody can bring it in. They can even do it by wagon, so that as soon as the wagon comes in, they can just bring it in. Yeah, we have a first wagon here now. Probably, yeah, a horse died of starvation. Oh boy. Why aren't these guys collecting anything? I made a mistake here. I made a boo-boo. A horse died of starvation. Whoopsie. Oh well, here comes the first stuff. Now they should just bring it in. There comes another horse wagon. And it instantly died. Oh, that's interesting. Apparently they don't feed it once it gets from the cart shed. But I'm just going to wait now. Let's not order this one. Yet. We'll have to wait until all the stuff is in and then we can... there's the first water. Now put in some food, please. And then we can come back to this and order the next one. And of course, well, the carts are ready, so we now just need horses to get everything up and running here. Yeah, that might take a little bit of time. So you see how easy it is to make a little mistake. Everybody makes them every now and then. Alright, there's food now. There's even wheat, so that's good. So I'm going to tell them to make another draft horse here. And another one. Then we'll have 2 males left and 2 females, so they should be able to reproduce. And at least we get the 2 carts that we already have should now be fixed soon. And I would like that. I wonder how this process works. I guess somebody will have to come pick up the cart or pick up a horse and bring it there. I don't know which way it goes. But probably the carpenter will have to do that and then fix it up. Luckily for us now the food's in here and the water is in there, so that's no problem. But, oh well. We'll give it some time. At least then we'll have 2 horse wagons running around town, which can be quite beneficial in transporting goods. Alright, let's set this up to hire only ladies. And then apply that to all. Now there's just 1, so that ain't gonna work. But we're gonna apply 2 ladies in here. Or maybe we can just do 5. We have not too many ladies working, so we'll do 3. That should help speed up the process of planting the trees. Now we're just going to plant, I think, apple trees, because apples stay good the longest. So why take apricots, since they spoil super fast? So if you get apricots, you just run out quickly because they'll just spoil. So let's just get apples, because they stay good for longer. Is this working already? Not yet. I wonder how we can fix those. Let's force a repair. What's the problem here? No workers to harvest. Why is that? Let's apply to all. They should all have workers. And let's force the repair of this one too. So they need to bring in a horse and then it should be fixed. Let's wait and see. Oh well. It'll get fixed. Now these guys should be finishing this. There it comes. Plenty of builders. And they're done. Nice. Let's put in workers here too. Let's plant some apple trees. I think they should all have 5 now. It'll be fine. Can we set this up with some seasonal hiring? Yes. So during the months that there will be no harvest, which should be somewhat like this, we can hire fewer people. That should save a few ladies. Now, we need a working tavern. It's working again. That's good. So the alcohol got redistributed, but we might need to buy some alcohol soon because I see we have 400 horilka. We have no mead and no other stuff. So it could also be worthwhile, not too long from now, to start our own beer production if we have not done so yet. I don't think we have, so that might also be something to get going. Right now, it's just taking it a little bit slower than we used to. Alright, somebody walked with the cart. I saw that. I just don't see anybody picking up a horse and fixing them. I wonder if they actually can. Or that we should just destroy them and build new ones. Really starts to look like we should just destroy these because they fixed them. But they didn't fix them. Alright, let's get 2 new ones since we have 2 draft horses in here. Let's just hope that they can now keep up with all the feed. Apparently that repair still needs some work because now it doesn't work to actually repair it. So, ooh, look at this. Really busy getting all the trees in there. So 2 years from now, we should get a small harvest out of that. Look at all the chimneys smoking. I like it. I guess these are ready. Yes, so we can put more workers in there. Let's do apply to all and apply to all. And now we should get more men in here too. But I think the ripening season is about to start. Then we get to the harvest. Then we'll also need a few free workers. And we can see that most people are now very busy. We've provided quite a few extra jobs. Just these 2 already provide 10 extra jobs. So I'm going to get a few ladies out of these, because these don't need to have a lot of ladies in there until it's completely done. And that's not the case right now. I'll just leave 1 person in each to maintain the trees, and for the rest they can all go and do other jobs, which should help out to... Oh, this works. Yeah, very good. This one is still busy making sure that it has everything. Oh, we should get there. We should get there. Going to get a lot of apples soon, but I don't really mind because I know those apples will be put to good use, which is important to me. Gonna get lots and lots of wheat in soon. But we do need to grow our population, and there's no housing available, so this row house will come in time. And I think we can already start to build more row houses here. To quite simply make sure that we really get everything that we need. Alright, let's rotate it slightly. And then hit the... Put it as close as possible, then hit the F1 button. Attach it properly, there it is, and there we go. Another row house. We'll move this up, because we need more spaces for people to live. A messenger from Merefa. What should we get there? Well, we're not producing any warm clothing. Let's provide some to our town. We can always use some extra wheat, especially now that we have horses and stuff too, to provide food for. We can always sell salt and iron to make up for the cost. Alright. this one might just get a first harvest this year. But these are already done with the harvest, so I don't think we're going to get it soon. We have 4,500 apples now. They should be distributed around town fairly quickly. And then everybody should have that food. This farm field was sown in quite slow. Yeah, some fields just got sown in a little bit slow. So the extra workers we're really going to need. Still says now that we have ladies available. So let's just click this one. And then put in a few ladies. But this is quite far away from any housing. So it could take some time before the ladies actually come here to work. I hope they still will. But they should probably be really living here to actually go to work in this place. So it might be vacant for a bit. Don't worry about it. It'll get fixed, but it takes a bit of time. Alright, 2,600 bricks needed. We still have 6,200, so that should work out. And there's already quite a few bricks underway. Do we still have lime? Yeah, we have a bit of lime, but not too much. Unfortunately, we can't buy any lime there, so that's not working out. But that should get fixed as soon as we can trade some lime somewhere. And we are in the process of creating our own quick lime and lime. So yeah, we are creating our own lime. That's good, that's good. We should set things up to be supplied in different ways, because that's always better. The more ways people have to supply that, that's good. No housing available. We need 100 people. So the harvest really did start. We can see that they're already doing a good job harvesting there. We totally run out of wheat though, so time to get the harvest in. Luckily, these can also eat hay, so they don't need the weed. And same here. It's good to provide it to them, a variety of food, but oh well. Ordered another wagon. It's probably on its way, but I'm not 100% sure. The first one is busy though, so that's good. That actually works. This one is ordered. It might take a bit of time to actually build it. Now we have to wait for new horses. But that's fine. Let's just buy a draft horse here so that we can finish the last... Oh, I think we are now buying 30 horses. Oops. No, please, no. That wasn't supposed to happen. We don't have space for those horses. That's a lot of waste of money. I hate it when they automatically fill in pieces already. So that it always fills in the max. It should say 0, so you can't make those mistakes. Well, it's good to make mistakes, and I know a lot of you watching enjoy those and have a good laugh over it. So that's fine. But yeah, this was a little boo-boo. Or quite a big boo-boo. An 1,800 gold coins boo-boo. But we'll deal with it. Alright, let's see. Row house. There should be a way to cancel a deal, I guess. Yep, 3 workers in there now. They should be on their way. And then we should, of course, select the trees to be planted. And then that should work. Alright, here comes the row house. All the resources are there. So this should attract 3 new families, I believe. Yes, very good. Let's get that up. I think we should do this house a little bit faster, because we really need the extra housing space. Although it requires 8,000 bricks, we only have 4,000 now, so it ain't gonna happen that fast. So we'll give it some extra time this way. There goes the wagon. That's very nice. Yeah, we have the 2 wagons up now. I guess we can already order the 3rd, and as soon as the draft horse comes in, can be used. Somebody died of an illness. That's not good. Well, we have the barber shop. It's making nice amounts of money, so should be fine. People should at least be able to go there. Maybe we should build another barber shop in another part of town then, but For now, it'll have to do this way. We have a lot of building projects ongoing anyway, so... Ah, finally, they're planting the trees. Let's bring me in some extra population. We'll do a little bit speed 3, just to speed things up a little bit. We have almost 50,000 firewood. Yeah, so this looks nice. I have to say, goes quite well. A messenger from Merefa again. Well, nothing that we want we can buy there. We just sold them some stuff, so I'm not sure if there's anything else that we can sell them. They won't be buying... Oh, we can sell some sunflower oil, which is good, because that will bring us back some cash that we're going to lose soon. Alright, one family got married. They now lived here. So hopefully 2 new families come in to strengthen our town. I don't see the horses yet, so I hope... I basically hope they don't come, but yeah, there they are. Whoopsie. That's quite a few too many horses for this little stable. Well, I guess what we should just do is slaughter a lot of them, so they won't go to waste. Should probably make sure that we keep the females. Alright, there we go. The slaughterhouse, is it set to slaughter horses? Yes, now it is. Then we also have to start selling some horse meat. Horse meat. Then let's make a little bit of space in here. Let's get rid of, I don't know, the onions. So that we can store some horse meat in here. And make sure that we can actually sell it. Otherwise we'll still have an issue. Horse meat awaiting 200. Alright, so it should be... There's a horse. Very good. Let's keep going with that, because these will eat a lot of food all the time. Yeah. So we really have to slaughter a few. Oh, there's still plenty to be slaughtered. We'll just do one at a time, I guess, so hopefully we can keep up a bit before everything goes to bad place. Alright, let's add people. Food less than a month. Water less than a month. We're getting some extra linseed in. We need a lot more hay and water. Come on. Don't let my animals die on me. Yep, there comes more water. Let's just keep the slaughterhouse going. There's a lot of hides in there. We should probably up this so that they can get hides out of here. And make some space. Beef. They're still doing cows too. Oh. Messenger from Paniut. Let's buy some mead to keep the taverns going. We have some coins, so that is good. Do we have anything to sell? Not really. No warm clothing, of course. We have some clothing, but we need to keep that. So there's not a lot to sell to them. No, there's nothing to sell to them, actually. Maybe some apples. But then we'll have to go to this one. Put in 1,000 apples here, and then we can start to sell them. They'll be bringing them in quickly, though. So let's sell 1,000 apples. It's the food that we also need, but, well, this also needs to happen. Alright, we have no place for burial, which means that we need to find our little graveyard here. Let's slow things down a bit again, because we're going way too fast. And let's expand our little graveyard area. Now, this is very nice, because right now we can really see where the graves are. So with that button turned on, it really helps to show you where everything is and that you can build things aligned and stuff like that. So I like the option. Alright, this should provide for some extra space at least. The amount of horses is slowly dropping, but there's still a lot to be slaughtered. I'm going to turn off the other animals for... Oh, wait, we don't have cows, sheep and pigs, so we just have to turn off the cows for a little bit. Make sure that they slaughter them all the time. And they just need to run back and forth and slaughter all these animals, and hopefully we can keep them alive long enough. So far, it works out. Although they are eating a lot of our food. Messenger from Balaklia. Cows, pigs, iron. Yeah, nothing to be bought that we need. Also not a lot to sell. So we'll keep it as it is. It's fine. Do we have stone, by the way? Oh yeah, 8,000. We got more lime. So they made a new batch, which is good. We need this warehouse to start working and get some lime and quicklime in. Let's do 5,000 each so that we can actually start storing. Because when we do, and when we really store those goods, there comes more space in these and they can keep working. And now they can't. Alright, another batch of horse meat incoming. This should really be selling the horse meat. Yeah, it goes quite fast actually. There's only 300 in there. I think we already butchered a few more animals, so that seems to be working. Yeah, still plenty to be slaughtered, but it's working out. It's well on their way. Fulling mill, then the sheep farm. How many bricks do we have now? 8,600. So we should have plenty of bricks. So let's get going with the next row house. Get the extra people in. Well, it's a bit of fixing, but it works. Even if you make a mistake, just try to fix it. Should be fine. And so far, we are fine. Still way too many animals. Maybe we should keep a few of the young ones, because they will remain good for very long. And we should just slaughter all the older males. Yeah, let's get going with that. Alright, so our population grew only a bit. We have some issues to work on, like we have no alcohol at this point, although we bought some, so that should be coming in. Yep, there it is. Very good. It just needs to be spread around town. We can now see that the first animals are moving back to their respected pasts or respected houses, which is nice. I'm not going to slaughter the cows now. We're going to do that soon. We are trying to get the warm clothing business up, and we are expanding our houses. We got some extra orchards here, so we've been busy, but still some more fixing to do. Hopefully we can do that quickly. Yeah, we have no fish. Yeah, we have a little bit of dried fish in stock, so that's very nice too. This should be sold on the different markets, although I don't see it sold anywhere here. Interesting. We already sell warm clothing here. I think we got the onions out, didn't we? Yes. So let's put some dried fish in here. I mean, we do need to sell it. We don't sell it, nobody can benefit from it. Ah, we sell it here, so that's at least one place where we sell it. That's good. But we don't store it here. So I think here should be a storage for some dried fish. Just to make sure that it's more easily sold by these salespeople. Yeah, there's some in here too. Okay, so we do sell it. More and more horses get slaughtered. It doesn't say how many we have in total, but well... Oh, we can probably check bioresources and then horse meat. We already produced 1,200 last year, so we slaughtered 12 horses already. I think we're doing quite good. So this is it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. Or you can just share all the laughters you had with me making all these mistakes. And then I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.